Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Carr's Raiders going up against Ryan's Falcons. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. You are looking live at the Georgia Dome here in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Oakland Raiders and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Offensive starters now. Charles, what about Latavius Murray?
You know how you and I talk about players under the radar sometimes? Latavius Murray definitely qualifies as one of those players. And then you look up, and he's pressing 1,000 yards every year.
That was second down run for Murray. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Yes, that's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive backfield.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Throw left side to the tight end Walford. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Carr keeps it on the sneak.
It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on a quarterback sneak. You can just feel it from this team.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. And as we show you the starters defensively for Atlanta, I want to ask you about that Super Bowl. It's such an interesting game. But defensively, Atlanta, so good in that first half. What happened in the fourth quarter, and how will you remember them from this game?
I remember a really young defensive unit that the stage wasn't too big. They handled it right from the beginning. I remember a really fast defensive unit. Look at the speed. Grady Jarrett, defensive line, right? What do you have, 3 sacks in the game? Deion Jones from his middle linebacker position forced that fumble against LeGarrette Blount. Robert Alford as a cornerback, double-digit tackles, a lot of passes broken up, pick 6 for a touchdown, 82 yards, a fumble recovery. but they were out there way too long. 93 plays given up to New England. At some point, you've got to get a stop and get off the field.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On first down, Murray. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now some confusion offensively here as Carr's going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Murray the lone setback. Carr to throw on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
From midfield, here's Carr. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And now the possession will switch over to the Atlanta Falcons. And this offense so good for 3/4 of the Super Bowl, Charles. At one point, the advanced metrics had them at a 99.5% chance to win. It just seemed like everything was going their way, and then the fourth quarter happened.
I think when we review this game and we say, okay, where did it get away from the Falcons? What was the number of plays the Patriots ended up running for the game?
93.
And the Falcons ran 46.
46.
So they wore down their defense on that one. But look at what they did on offense. They were averaging big-time yardage, running it, passing it, had everything going their way. A 25-point lead should still be enough to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, almost 6 yards per rush, almost 9 yards per pass for the Falcons. Second down, Freeman. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. And a man, as we look at the starters now, a man who really has earned us talking about him in the booth, Julio Jones.
He's a 1,000-yard receiver each and every year. So sleek, so wonderful. I call him Secretariat.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Sanu, the man in motion, left. And the play clock's running down. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 4th down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
All right, here we go. Red 18.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line to give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll give the Raiders a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They go back to Murray on 1st down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the 1st on 2nd down. They send Rivera, the tight end, in motion here. Now Carr with a give to Murray. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Paul Warlow in to make the tackle.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. One receiver to the left is Cooper. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Complete, the tight end Rivera. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's 4th and 4.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Marquette King now to kick it for Oakland. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Ryan now off the bootleg. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Fresh set of downs here. Gabriel, the man in motion. Time running out here on the play clock. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. What an amazing season it was for Julio Jones, the Super Bowl. Maybe the best catch we've seen all year, that toe tap on the sideline. He finished with 87 yards, but something you told me is astounding. 4 catches in that game, only 4 targets, too.
Yeah, and if you watch the game unfold, which I know you did, how many times did you see on the replays the number of white shirts of the New England Patriots in the vicinity of Julio Jones? He'd run a route, 2 to 3 guys in his area every time. That's the reason the targets were so low. But he maximized them, didn't he? 4 targets, 4 catches. And that sideline catch, I thought was going to be intercepted. And he ended up having the concentration to hold on to it and still get both feet down.
On 1st down, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Ryan will throw again. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. So with that, we come upon the 2-minute warning here on the NFL on EA Sports. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and that brings up fourth down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Now on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. His pass caught at the 4. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the one. Run around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons are in for 6. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side to the tight end Walford. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And with that incompletion, partner, I get to ask you about New England being able to win the Super Bowl with so many unsung heroes. And this isn't new. They've got Tom Brady, but behind him, so many guys that aren't household names stepping up.
That is so true. We hear all the time how they evaluate and how they develop players. And in this case, the unsung heroes, the number's 4. James White, who would have been the MVP with 14 catches out of the backfield and the game-winning touchdown run, he's a 4th-round draft pick. How about Trey Flowers at 2.5 sacks, a 4th-round draft pick? And last but not least, a guy that I thought played really well was Malcolm Mitchell, wide receiver, who was a 4th-round draft pick as well. So you're exactly right. Unsung heroes making big contributions for the Patriots.
Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. But he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, and even better run for big yardage.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now they'll run it on the toss. Stays on his feet, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
We ready? Set, 18, zebra. Baby, alert.
Here's Carr to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll come out in the pistol. On first down, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. Give him 18 on that one. And that leads to an Atlanta first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Murray the lone setback. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Airing one deep for Crabtree. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Sanu, the man in motion left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Well, switching over to talk about the Super Bowl for a minute, one thing you mentioned that may have gotten overlooked, Gostkowski missing the PAT, so it was at 28-9, and that really changed the complexion because then they were chasing points going forward.
And in a way we didn't anticipate, it helped heighten the heroics of Tom Brady and the Patriots in that game because you just mentioned chasing points. Now, after touchdowns, they were having to go for two-point conversions. So they got 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions because of the missed extra point that led to overtime. Actually made the heroics even better for Tom Brady and the Patriots.
And the first two-point conversion, little trickeration. The second one, though, a little more conventional, both effective. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the second level, the linebackers, or the third level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. The cornerback, Sean Smith, comes up to make the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker, and on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And tough starting field position here. One receiver to the left is Cooper.
All right, here we go.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And Roberts with it over the middle. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
On first down, Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back now in Atlanta. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They go with Murray again. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
One receiver to the left is Cooper.
All right, here we go.
Carr now on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Watch left. Stop right there. Here we go. Red 18. Red 18. 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Zebra. We ready? Red 18. Red 18.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that's complete to Walford. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Into the Carr. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
I need the lift. All right, here we go. Red 18.
Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
All right, here we go. Wide 88.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'll be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
We ready? Wide 88.
Again, it's Murray. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
We ready? Red 18. Red 18.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Carr now on 3rd and goal. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. And with the play clock running out, Jack Del Rio is going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Watch time, watch time.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. He's going to get the football. Room here to run. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They come up in an offset eye. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Double tight, double tight. Hey, guys, check me out. Ready, back 25.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to take another shot here. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Get the ball.
On third down, Ryan. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this looks to probably be the final play. Sanu, the man in motion left. Ryan wants to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Carr's Raiders. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland. So we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oakland, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Oakland Raiders. On first down, Ryan finding time, and his first pass is incomplete. A glance at the starting unit, Julio Jones, a threat on the outside, of course.
Combines great athleticism, incredible speed, and a whole lot of toughness to be one of the better receivers in the NFL.
Ten yards still left on second down. Play clock winding down. Ryan. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Now after the INT, it's Carr. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Clive Walford, 27 yards, and the Raiders have taken the early lead. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 11 carries, 75 yards for Freeman in the game against New England. But remember, a lot of those came on the first carry. He had a good second carry, but then they didn't use him a lot late.
Yeah, I saw them getting to the perimeter early. You see how they stretched out New England's big defensive line? And then as they substitute, they started to try and go back inside. But a lot of people think maybe they didn't run the ball enough in the Super Bowl and maybe even eat some clock, especially with the lead that they had. But they also were able to use Devontae Freeman in the passing game. Remember late, up 28-20, faked it to him inside, then threw it to the flat, and he got a big play that way as well.
On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Malcolm Smith may have entered the league without a lot of fanfare, but how about it culminating with an MVP award in the Super Bowl?
Third down now following the run. On the keeper, here's Ryan. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They come up in an offset eye. Coleman now trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Well, after what we just saw, we know that with 3rd down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge their offensive line and try and run it? Or do they go ahead and concede that this is a tough defense and put it in the air?
They will run again with Coleman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Tight end right. Watch tight. Tight end right. We got 3. We got 3, folks. We got 3.
The play clock's running down. This is Coleman trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Everyone's got 4. Go down. Ready.
Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Ryan to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. So on 4th down, the Falcons will call on Matt Bosher to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move.
Carr turns, hands to Murray. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well, sometimes we talk running backs, sometimes we talk wide receivers. Walford, the tight end in this unit, very important.
Clive Walford, a terrific player. Knows how to work the inside portions of the field, but also can surprise you and get deep.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Tight end. 4 down. 4 down. Here we go. Red 18. Red 18. 45.
Now Carr going to give it to Murray on the draw play. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Vic Beasley's a very talented outside linebacker whose number one task, rush the passer, but he has the athletic ability to drop into coverage.
And ready for 3rd and 6.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. We got 4. We ready?
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. On 4th down, here's the Raider punter Marquette King to kick it away. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here now come the Falcons. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The whole group of Raiders there that time helped bring him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Three yards left to grab here on third down.
He's tied right here. He's tied on the right. Tied on the right.
Freeman again. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. Play clock winding down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. It's caught, left side, Tammy. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now it looks like we got the big tight end still down after the last play. Well, you can bet that they would hate to be without his services. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. The play clock's running down. Coleman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. And some room to maneuver. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 1st down Atlanta.
There's no secret to beating a 3-4 when you're trying to run the ball up the middle. You have to control the guy over the nose of the center. And oftentimes, he's awfully hard to move. That's why he's there. A big guy, usually north of 300 pounds, with some agility. But somehow, you've got to figure out how to move him. And most teams will double the nose. Center and a guard trying to move him to one side or the other. And when they're able to do that successfully, as just happened here, that's when you get big-time running plays.
Sanu, the man in motion left. On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Sanu, the man in motion left. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got time. Connects with Sanu right side. And he'll go down at the 28. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you talk about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. They run the play fake to Coleman. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Carr to throw on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side.